happy. There's no happiness at all. Anyways, I shall make fun of your playing. Let me choose the weirdest, Okay, I will say the first thing I will start off with is objective sense, because I realized that you guys, like, really need it. I can't do the scrim on Sunday, because people bail, but, I will have to find...
No?
Oscar, you sound strange.
Wait,
Hello?
it sounds strange. Hello?
Gabby, he does sound strange, right? It's not just me. Oscar?
What?
Yeah, he sounds very far away.
Oh, yeah! Okay.
Hello?
It's not that we can't hear what you're saying. You sound like... it's not horrible. Just keep speaking at, like, that loudness. It's just when you get quieter, then I'm like, huh? Because I hear you talking, but I don't hear you talking. Okay. Yeah, we're not watching lovely pen replays, but we shall watch some of these first, because these were the ones I felt they could have been even more solid. Okay, I guess Flat Zones is the first one. Obviously it's way more than just painting a square. I don't like this green. Hold on. Ooh, pink. We can go pink this time. Okay. Is that I do challenge you to take a look at, like, how these are statistically. And do you see how you guys kind of, like, let your guys' zone flip, like, a bazillion times here?
Yes.
You want to establish more control this way. Because, like, sure, they couldn't, I think keep zone here, maybe, but it's that all of this is the reason why your game took 5 minutes versus taking 2 or 3 minutes. Where it's like, you want to think, okay, well, what happened here? Why did we take control of zone for this long? Or why did we have these, like, breaks here? As you guys see, there's, like, breaks where the zone is not capped at all. Especially this first part here. Minus just the zone thing, you can kind of look at their specials as this is their support, which is really their blob. Look how often this blob gets storm, right? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. 8 storms. Sometimes they don't get 8s because they die twice here. But your support and your cooler usually want to have these kinds of lines unless there's something specific happening in the interval. Because for supports, that's, you know, your entry tool, your disruption tool, your cooler. Like, cooler is the same way here, as you can tell. 3, then there's a break. 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Your strikes follow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which you can't tell if it gets value because after the 5 strikes, like, sure, you guys actually end up double wiping them twice. You wiped them, well, you didn't wipe them, the other guy just didn't die. You double wiped them here. But despite this double wiping, the game didn't end fast. Whenever that happens, it should be ending. I know it's a lot of pink and a lot of circles. But you want to make sure when you get these double wipes, they're very rare and should not be taken very much for granted here. It's like, they got a double wipe, but then how come they flip back the zone? Um, so you split up, obviously. 2 on this side, 2 on this side. The way most zones openings go on this stage is you want to have a push, on the street. You either push straight, or you can push straight through, which I would recommend for things like a gal. A gal is definitely going to do that. The dapples can definitely do that. But one of those has to happen, or else they're going to do it first, basically. Um, which is like, Oscar, I would challenge you if you really want to stick main, is that you need to make sure. I'm sorry, I zoomed this in really fast. You pre-fire this block. People are just going to sit behind this block and then run forward. And it's like, oh no, somebody moved through the zone? Yeah, no, they were there all the time. They were there the whole time, in fact. So Oscar tries to move through the zone, gets killed by the leader, because it is a leader. Now think what would have been different if you were under here, or even if you swung, like, wider, you know? I know you can't necessarily cross, but you could still poke from underneath, obviously. As the leader here, what they always try to do in opening, they look for picks. Picks through this lovely, zone. Either or. If they're on this side, they're going to aim that way. If they're on this side, they're aiming this way. It's straight shot, easiest for them to do. So if you want to go, and if you pass the block, you have to keep going, I will say. You can't be like, oh shoot, they're coming at me. The only way you back up is you back up. Back to the block. Like, oh, when I mean back to the block, I mean you're on the side of the block. You know, the side facing your spawn of the block. So you have to either do that, or you have to commit fully. Honestly, if you want to commit like that, you probably should wait for strikes, because if they strike like 1, 2, 3 or something, right? It should create that defensive wall that would push people like down left, and then back in like this lovely circle, which should give you guys the opportunity to get in a little faster. If not, a hammer throw to this side will typically work, because I think you can obviously chuck it like over that wall. I don't mean around, I mean over the wall. Because when you want to chuck hammer at this leader, Gabby, you need to not open up to the leader in that case. But your best bet is throwing it over an object. Because when I know there's a time you open up where you're like right here, and you threw the leader that was like here, they can shoot you in your throwing presence as you try to throw at them, and they will kill you. Anyways, Oscar dies. Crop Top did have the thought of thinking and poking this way, which pushed these guys back to zone, which then would have been a good time to push, because they're like all gonna clump there. This is like, oh shoot, we're getting shot on the side. If you want to make that a bit different, I would say, Oscar, you would switch with Crop Top, and you poke underneath here, because people don't like when Blaster pokes here, because it, you reach like here or something. Right? And then Crop Top can focus painting zone, and that much paint should be enough to get them, strikes. Gabby, if you notice your teammates trying to back up, like Chili here, can you try painting around them?
Heard?
Because Dynamo doesn't paint well if it's trying to, like, retreat. It paints well for other people, but not for itself. And so if it's struggling to move, and there's another backliner, it's your duty to keep up paint, and paint in places that's important, right? It's like going for paint in the zone's not important, because they're just already in front of zone. But you see this weird disconnect they did? Where their two fronts moved forward, but their two backs are moving backwards. It is up to you all to see this awareness issue and to break it and be like, well, there's only 2 people here, and there's 3 of us. It doesn't matter that the other 2 are alive. We literally see they are doing nothing back here. This is your time to be like, okay, we pinched them to take this on. Because what are they going to do? You're literally, like, in a triangle, right? They can kill someone, but still, you guys get enough time and power to take the zone. One dies, right? We strike, not the best strikes, but not the best strikes position. Do you see how we let zone stay neutralized from just rain? And I mean, this story is still like 30 seconds in. This guy's gonna respawn. Oscar dies again in like the same exact spot he died in before. Probably to the E-leader. Or maybe the rain. Not probably the E-leader. Oscar, you go to a spot, you die. Try not to do that. Again, it will happen again. It's what they're expecting. So Crop is going for a lovely flank. This person seems to like actually flanking like this. When that happens, I need you and Chili. Like, we gotta stall this zone. Well, really, it's more best of, we had to cap the zone. They're at 79 now. We spent all that time, we got a kill, we used strikes, and we did not cap the zone. We had an opportunity where two people were literally looking at this weird sideways side. They weren't painting the zone, but we let a rain paint the zone, because we all literally moved out the direction of the rain, which is this box. Dynamo's behind the wellspring, and neither you are in relevant positions here. Because, Gabby, remember, you can go up here. It is possible. You know, the block. Because from then, I'm pretty sure you can actually shoot just over this wall.
Yeah, I
You
can.
can shoot there. Okay.
Yeah.
Try to do it next time. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think I remember it at the very end, like the last few seconds.
Well, this is stuff you want to remember before the match starts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, you're up there, finally. We're shooting this way, but Chili is kind of just swimming back and forth. Chili needs to decide, okay, am I going to drop this way, or am I going to drop this way? They officially love staying to the right side, so, I would figure they're more better on this side. On the left, I guess they saw you on the right side. Though we need to get 4 momentum in front of the zone. You realize that's one thing the enemy team has done. Yet you guys have not. Oscar's trying. Oscar kind of died in the same exact, like, angle. For the 3rd time. Oscar, you didn't notice you were doing this, right? Do you enjoy dying?
No.
Okay. So then
I
either
just saw how
it's...
backed up they were, and I thought that was a good opportunity, but I guess not. It
Do
wasn't.
you realize you did the same thing 3... This is the 3rd time, right? Right? Remember, you're playing against people. These are not bots. The way they killed you in this angle was just them pre-firing, not really... I mean, they saw you reacted, obviously, like, oh, they're over there, they're over there. It's like, yes, but go in a place that has more cover. Either you transition from the block to another block for place of cover, or underneath their tent. It's one or the other. You have to have the cover, or you can transition around. Um, but going in that exact route is putting you right in the Chargers' perspective. As in, the Chargers' sites are literally the best going down there. Sure, you're in the Chargers' site down there as well. But you actually have more ledges to play. In which you can then go underneath here, and then they can't hit you. Well, they can. But, like, only, like, a really good person would do that. But it's like, when you see the opportunity to push, you kind of gotta tell the other, you know, your triple backline friends that, hey guys! We need to go forward! And everyone's scared, like, oh, there's a slider. We finally capped, because I guess if we didn't cap, we would have maybe lost. We capped, but we're playing really far back. You see, they're, like, actually leaning more towards the zone, and you guys are leaning more towards, like, backwards positions. That was risky, isn't it? I don't know why this guy actually just didn't slider you and moved and just let their leader die. Anyways, now this guy's
I
gonna
didn't
go
even see him.
slider.
That's crazy.
See the dapples? Where did you think
Yeah, I
they
didn't
were?
even see. Well, I didn't. Not that I didn't see them, but I didn't register that they had the slider at that time. That's-
There's only two places people will slider on this stage, if not just in spawn. Across or across.
Mhm.
They're going to be
Can you let me play a
playing
little
to
bit
be
so I can see what happened?
torpedo from this side.
Yeah. Okay, I definitely did see them.
I think Oscar also called them out. They did also poke out themselves here because they looked at you and doubted.
Okay.
Oscar finally got them. But you see how this is the only time you guys actually decide to go forward here? You go forward, but look, you're
Mhm.
not going forward. You go forward, but you went forward from here to here. From here to here. This isn't going forward. This is like just like a step. Like from here to here is not a far distance. From there to here, or like really more so on this block, is another step. You guys are playing just for control of zone. You have to control the hot zone, not just the zone. Instead of owning space up to here, you own space up to here. Oh, really up to there, right? But like, that's the difference between winning, I will say. Winning from via landslide here. It's because you shift this to go to here, eventually. So it should be, oh my god. Lovely eraser tool. We love you. Neutral to their, holding, and that's lockout. Well, technically not really including the tent, but you get what I mean. These are what you want. You guys are playing in like half sections of these, which is why nothing much is happening. If I leave this on, you're gonna kind of see, you're not gonna see what happens if you don't respect those kinds of lines. You guys see how they're able to like move a lot easier?
Yeah, they shouldn't have been able to retake like that. If you go up further.
Well, think about Cider as one of the top specials you could use to retake an area very fast if people are not playing smart. Especially on zones. On zones, it's one of the... Well, I could call these guys dumb, basically, because X happens. I'll show you a clip, which I had to yell at my teammates, because they did not understand what I was trying to say in game. That could have caused us to lose. And we didn't want to lose, but we could have lost. But we could have lost. And, it's always, and it could only literally be that one failed push, It's like the one thing you accidentally let happen, and it can ruin the lovely game. Obviously, like, almost the worst opening of all time, but you guys get it, right? Rest in peace, Ray Ray. He's back. But I hope you guys see a difference of, like, neutral forward.
Mm-hmm.
This space is being maintained by the crab tank here. You have crab tank and then poor roller with no pain on this side of the stage, which we go to fix. It's okay. We learned from the mistakes. Now here's the part where I was kind of almost going to lose my mind. We got well, oh my god. We have to draw the line right. From this part to go to lockout, you need to go from there to maybe that's an extreme line. From like here to like here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not exactly even. But here is like it allows control. Like they don't keep this like left plat area. They don't get control of it. They don't get control of the right side, so they can't really drop this way. So they have to really retake going like either up top or they just have to drop and then try to push that side.
Hmm.
Which is extra, lovely, lovely thing. They did not take the space. Issue when you don't take their lovely flat is that slider from here to here can insta-cap zone. In fact, this is the way most people do sliders on this stage. Some people were saying on my team were confused. I thought they were going from this X to slider zone sideways. I'm like, well, no, because it's like from this spot, it's safer if you're not always contesting it. Because it's a safer drop, technically. Because from this drop, it's already being camped by an AoE, and you're falling into someone, and falling with slider isn't great. Well, from here, they can start at like the edge or the middle of this position and just slider forward brainlessly. And when they do so, it's like, oh, explosion of ink, which pushes these people this way, those people that way, and whoever else just, backwards, which is not
Mm-hmm.
what we're looking for. Which, by the way, this person is playing, they're playing this side. So they'll want to do that. Sometimes they'll want to get a slider off from here, but that'll only happen if they get this slight space to make it work. Which eventually they do get the chance to drop and make the slider. Which it does get killed. But as you see, they had teammates there to be able to follow up the leaders in position. Again.
Mm-hmm.
They died, sure. But this game is not always very fair. They run for the zone, they bubble, but they don't get it. And that's what push lockout. But you want most games to really be like that and not always be an objective struggle. That happens when you have like weaker pushes, basically. I'll go to this one. I think this one was a better version of the zones, I do believe. Okay. Okay. I know Krautsov needs to help me, but Krautsov may need to stay, like, over here. Because we need, paint contribution, like, here. I think would be a perfect spot for them. I would have Chili swing wide here, and Chili to, like, flick here. Because you need to prevent anybody from coming this right side. Obviously, respect the charger, but, Gabby, you're free to take main if you want, or you can also stay back, but you want to always have this, like, forward pressure about here, I think, is where you can reach from there.
Yeah,
Or you can
got
just
you.
stand on the, like, left side.
Mm-hmm.
Because either way, you can just shoot someone straight if they're trying to walk at Chili, and these people will have more, like, you're able to pressure their stack from there. Beware of people just hanging out in the zone, though, in which it would be Crop's job to just rotate back to lovely mid. Or rotate just
Got
through
you.
the zone. Very fast, though. It's like, Chili died here. You want to be careful because you're obviously 2 down. And you should probably know, like, who's going to win paint matchups. Your best bet is to get these 2 people to stop painting the zone to paint the zone. Which means shooting them to get them to back away. When they do, that's your chance to paint zone. Because you're not out painting
Okay.
them.
I got you.
Anyways, you're focused to paint the zone. Let this guy just kind of get to the spot. You don't want him to even get there. Because you shoot at them, they will back up. But you want to shoot at them, like, you want to shoot where they're going to be. They want to get there. You shoot there. Then you're like, oh, shoot. And then they'll, like, back eventually. Right? You shoot in
Okay.
front of where they're trying to go. Unless you know you can kill them. Or behind where they're trying to go. It's like, these strikes go out, but they're not really needed. Oscar was already in there. I know Crop was off of respawn, but I think Chili definitely had time to kind of just walk and shoot these people. Because these weapons don't really go well into Dynamo.
Mhm.
And then you guys could have definitely been up with Crop a lot faster, because it's, could you know, only a blah blobber. Like, only. And you both have, like, AoE ability to just, like, walk and then shoot them to help Crop in the fight. Because what if Crop died there? What if the other team got jumps there? Then from here, they're all technically on a delayed wipe. These guys obviously coming out first. What do you want to do? You want to hold them back to there. Like, you can ship... It's okay if they're sitting kind of, like, behind here. That is perfectly fine. It's okay if they're up here. It's not okay if they're up here and they drop. It's not okay when they cross this wall.
Mhm.
And sometimes you want to have specials saved so that that does not happen. I will say on the stage you might want to keep Hammer, though. Because if they have a crab tank,
Okay.
there's not really... You would have to dedicate one of these specials to it, and it's not, like, needed. You want to use those
I
two
got you.
specials for, like, other fun things. Crab tank would just instantly evaporate. You can technically parry Slider. I don't know if you know how to do it, but you'll learn it eventually. Anyways,
Sure.
it's not as hard as you think. Don't worry.
It probably isn't. Listen though.
You're supposed to have an AoE weapon under here.
Mhm.
I would prefer it to be really chilly on this, like, back side, whereas Oscar can be here and being able to, like, ledge chip AoE this way. Because the final thing
Mhm.
you want to get from this stage, from, you know, neutral to holding, oh my god, from lovely neutral to holding here. Well, technically it's holding here, but, like, whatever, right? To holding
Mhm.
here.
Mhm.
And by holding this, I mean you have to have someone rotate block and get this way. The only way you do that
Yeah.
is you get these people in court out of court. And you're able to get this guy back up there safely. And then that is really good. Like, really good. Because they have to, like, push the person who's up here out first, and then drop, but then you guys have time to respawn and all that fun stuff. But you let them take back their court and their snipe instantaneously. Like, this guy just walked forward. Crop can play for court here to help with, yeah, because this T-Tech. T-Tech loves these, like, flat ground battles. So does Scout. So the thing is, there's always hesitation I'm seeing. Like, Gabby, sure, you step back here. That'll be someone, whoever is, like, up here, that's their, like, green light to go. Because you just backed from the position you were in. If you aren't there, that space isn't yours, really.
Mm-hmm.
Or that could have been someone else's like, oh, let's go, let's run, and then your teammates are gonna die. Then they're gonna take back this, all because you stepped out for like just a second. Just realize that. Also, yes, this was the time to go up here. If you're not comfortable up there, it's fine. But just try to stay up there for like 5 seconds. If you can't, then you can back like this way or this way, either or. I see
Yeah, I
the
believe
dropping way to be safe.
I believe I pointed it out after the match happened, but I looked over because I heard the whales. I didn't know they were up there, and I had backed because I thought, oh, I'm getting flanked, and I know where my teammates are. But then I realized, oh, they were behind me. I turned back around, and I couldn't take snipe anymore. Well, I could, but it would have been very dangerous.
Oscar,
So.
this is not your fight, by the way, I will say. This is your fight. Not here. If there's someone flanking, that is your backstop. Because what it left open is that Crop got up there, but wasn't able to stay up there very comfortably. Could have used help. And now they have rain. And now there's this paint way. Now it's 20 seconds. And Oscar, you back yourself into the corner. Blaster does not want to be in. Positioning wise. Shooters fight. Opening. I'm sorry, I can't like zoom it into where I want to. It doesn't like me very much. Blaster likes places with ledges. Places with ledges. You know, places with ledges. This is a place, kind of without ledges. In a corner that requires you to back in a way where the other team will eventually catch you because it's diagonal versus just straight backwards movement. You actually win because they're dumb enough to let you get back on the stack. But if you want to maintain that high ground, if you really want to be over there. Anyways, they feed, and they special, and their specials do nothing because it's Whale and Storm. Also, if you're getting damaged by Whale, just remember you can't, or by Rain, you can just jump out, by the way. Yeah, that is the thing. Jumping to your teammates is the thing, not just jumping out, jump to your teammates. Okay, Rainmaker is not next, because actually I want to see, TC first. But by TC, I mean this one first. I will show. Are you guys tracking? Is this somewhat comprehensible?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. The reason I freak out about it so much is that these are the things in tournaments that are the win or lose kind of things. It's like, oh, they didn't know that weapon could push from there? Oh no, they did it in the final push that they needed to take the lead, and they won. And they're like, oh, well, maybe I could have played better. Maybe my mechs could have been better. Sure, but that doesn't erase the fundamental issue. It's one of those trump cards of, okay, here's the knowledge. You need to out-compete the other team. You don't need to out-mech diff them, you need to out-compete them. And competing them is always remembering they are players, they will adapt. If they don't adapt, they're kind of dumb. But that means, I guess, they like losing. Because every team tries to adapt, except some teams are like, oh, it's okay that we lost, it's fine, I don't care. Most people will care.
I actually have a question for this one.
What up?
So, for this one, I opened up on right. I think Chili should have been with me, and then cropped up on an Oscar on left side, but I did not call that out like I should have. But Bo is on their snipe. And I don't know if this was a good opportunity to what should I have done better there? Because I was thinking to myself, maybe I should have taken our snipe instead to contest that, but that would have been like that would have pushed us further to the left. And I don't know if that was a good idea either. I didn't know how to like contest that on opening. And-
Chili and Oscar should be here on this side.
Okay.
I mean by that, I mean Chili
Heard.
can be here, because if you're in front of this area, Chili can also swing wide. Basically, you want your AoEs pressuring the heck out of this part, so you get them to just fail, right?
Mhm.
Why I say Chili is because it stops whoever wants to rush up via here, which store they lost to Splash Wall, but that's just because they couldn't decide if they wanted to commit or not commit. Crop Top can go this
Mhm.
way, and go this way, I mean by swing wide pressure underneath the same area that, like, the gal did. Essentially, go under the window here, you have a little coverage. That way, people won't come under here, or whoever's under here pressuring here will get driven out by the person swinging wide, and they look at each other and they trade out, they kill each other, whatever happens, there's no one under the ledge. Being here is fine because you kind of have to stay there. Being up here is only for weapons that can, like,
Mhm.
actually kill people. No offense. Actually, all offense. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Pencil can do it,
Okay.
Leader can do it, Try can do it, because any weapon that can one-shot, basically anyone who wants to tap the tower here without really clearing out first. Technically,
Mhm.
being on snipe in this area is not really the best place because they don't have an easy transition out. They're kind of just stuck here.
Mhm.
Because their way of backing is either go this way or they're going to jump out, which more than likely they're just going to jump out. So this is the least of your priorities. If they get a pick, okay,
Mhm.
they're pretty good. But the minute you, Gabby, touch tower, you can reach up there. If I can, you can. Kind of situation. And you have the
So,
more chance of being able to kill them.
so in this situation, I should have like moved more towards mid and tower to contest that because I was
No,
trying to
you're
shoot because
fine
I can't
staying
shoot over
there.
that ledge.
You don't need to shoot this guy.
Word. Hmm.
So what do you
Okay.
think, in this situation, what will your team get out of this person being dead?
Uh,
If you kill this guy,
Not
you still
much,
have
I think.
these three to get the tower to
Yeah.
go this side.
Yeah.
You want your people to clear left first. Then you deal with the staggering people on the right side. More than likely, people on the right side will jump out because they're like, well, crap, tower's gonna go this way. And if so, holding the people in this circle is fine. It's okay if they live. You don't have to generally kill them. If they get jump scare, okay. Well, they're behind. Kind of. They're just on the side. This guy can't chase the tower. If they do, it's kind of
I
on you because
got
you
you.
can poke them back from the tower. If it's a leader and they
I
kill you on
got
the
you. I got
tower,
you.
okay. It's just a leader and they'll kill you on the tower. They'll kill you on the tower from anywhere. Um, your biggest threat is just the gal because it's like the one weapon your dynamo can't like crap on. Basically.
Okay. Mhm.
Because all you want to do is get these two people dead. These two people dead. You can push tower. Have one person push this guy backwards like that. And tower can poke this guy. All of a sudden they're two down. Or they're four down even, and you could just take up here.
Mhm.
Or like
I
maybe
got you.
like this way. Uh-huh. But what happens here,
Mhm.
also you don't need to like put a sensor here. You have the ability to literally see anyone who's here.
Mhm.
Um Oscar swings wide, but Chili nor Crop does not do either. So Oscar dies. And then the rest on that side will die, because they're kind of saying clumped here. The gal knows where they are, but they're acting like they can't see them. Um the blob gets freeway to the tower. Also, Gabby, if you're gonna play in the side, and you want to check the other side, you either check the other side, or you just back up. If this guy seems to drop, that is your time to back up a little more, in a place where you can see both sides.
Mhm.
If a person notices you're in the same spot too long, they're going to find a way to, like, kill you.
I got you. I see what you're saying.
That's the way this guy just accelerated going this way, because you left yourself kind of open. There's, like, not much you can do against the gal. If they're a smart gal, they would have set up a wall and you both would have died. Oscar being up here is also not the best option. I think you might be able to tell why. Rest in peace, Oscar. And now we cannot hear him. Oscar! Oscar!
But
Are you okay?
yeah,
Are you sure?
it's
So muffled and sad.
what the fuck.
Muffled might be an understatement, actually. What did you say?
I said I'm still here.
And
Oh,
we can
God,
barely hear you, so.
Huh.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, we
Hello.
can still barely hear you though.
um. Okay, anyways, regardless, the minute they take tower to this check, it'll probably break very fast, faster than you expected. Some people will stay to fight on this X, or it will be mainly your fighters, shorter range. Usually as a back, I always just prepare up here because the tower's going this way anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they will eventually have to rotate down here to take a fight in this area. Or they'll try to flank this way and then die because it's running directly into their face. But, yep, gotta do either way. Anyways, Oscar, you're not getting much value out of fighting these people because your team is not even alive. Gabby, the reason why people say Hammer is a better special is because this Wavebreaker is not really doing much. As it kind of can. Like, in terms of the fact that it's a double location kit, where it's a double location kit on, like, a backliner. You can already see them. If you see them, you can already call them. And if you see them, your teammates probably already see these people. You can use it to
In my
distract
defense,
things like dualies or hammer, but it's not hurting these people.
I actually can't see them, so I hope that's helpful.
Well, the thing is, I can see them from your perspective, as I've seen.
That
Also, these
does
weapons
not
have
mean that I
high.
can.
These weapons have high. Well, that might be a skill issue, but that also means you might
It is,
need to
yeah. That's
stop
why I play the weapon.
Well, the thing is, you play the weapon, you're spoiling yourself to never learn how to do it.
Fair point.
Also, this is a very small stage. It would be different if it was a bigger stage, but this is a small stage, high visibility. These people will see you. These people see everyone. That's why people don't really like playing sharking weapons on these stage. Where can you shark to? Nowhere. Everyone knows where you are already. Also, these weapons have high object damage, kind of, so... Like, I'm surprised they didn't just shoot down the Wavebreaker. Also, Gabby, I think you let yourself get shot. Anyways, thank God Kraup
Yeah, I
is
probably
fighting
did.
for the tower. What are we doing here? Why? What is this doing to the objective? This is a nice way to lose objective. You put yourself in a corner you can't back out of. This guy can come up easily kill both of you because it's a gal, right? If it was a bastard, you guys might have been dead faster. Or they can actually just choose to ignore you completely because your value here is doing nothing to the tower over here. If they break this check and get to this check, getting to this check alone on this stage is usually GG's. Because people seem to never understand that fighting on this side does not equal winning. Fighting up here equals winning. Fighting over here does not equal winning. But fighting here equals winning. Yes, notice that. A little too late, but they got to the check. You want to try to stall the tower before they even get to the check here. Also, yay. Chili's going to the right spot. Their weapons love to be under here. Oscar, that means it gives you permission to hold forward via left side, because Chili can cover you, basically. Unless the gal is there. But while you try out the gal, because Splash Wall kind of sucks. Anyways, Gabby, this is the time to be on tower already.
Mm-hmm.
The instant these people go down over here is the instant you ride tower. Now, fortunately, people die because they kind of stand here. Oscar's alone over here. But Gabby, you don't need to run off a tower just because a blob is here. Do you see why this is not, like, the best of decisions?
Can you explain?
It's a 1v1. Your weapon's better than theirs.
Fair point.
You're on high ground, they're on low ground. They're a blob trying to shoot up at you on a tower where you're already on a platform that's more elevated than where they're standing. Their only way to back up is this way.
I
If
got
they
you.
drop down
Makes
here,
sense.
they're kind of dumb. But it's here where Oscar's already holding off literally half of the team by himself. He will live. Chumps, nothing to run away from when you're literally on the tower. But think here, if you stayed here, you would have killed this guy. The tower would have been going this way. Your teammates can jump back to you while you're on the tower. And then you're looking out, shoot pre-firing here because the gal is going to try going this way on the tower because they realize their teammates are losing over here, just going to die. But not challenging the blob at all just gives them all a free way to go, like, right side, because they can just ignore Oscar. And then they can
Was
take
that
tower
shooting
again.
at them?
No, you kind of just ran.
Mm.
You
Okay.
ran, but you backed all the way back here, which is, like, another, like, triple back, basically. It's like, you can use the tower to defend yourself. You can shoot over the tower. Pencil can shoot, like, around the tower. It's like, you have options to fight this person. But because you chose to do that, these people felt comfortable dropping on Oscar because Oscar doesn't feel inclined to hold the space anymore, and then you just lose the entirety of mid. Which is what's gonna happen, most likely. Oh, I don't know why that guy went for a flank. Also, Gabby, this is slow processing. This guy was gonna go around this way. They already made their intent clear. Anyways, this is the far back thing. Okay, 2 backliners, but they're alone. 2 backliners, but they're not the best backliners, the ones you really should be scared of. It's not a leader. It's not a pencil. Sure, there are weapons and stuff. But you have to think that you're better. You need to clear this side. It doesn't matter if they die. You just need to push them backwards. That is all. But that's not happening. We're pushing the exact side of mid that we already own that we don't need to push. And then we're not going to push the tower. It's like, Gabby, your hesitation will make everyone hesitate. Crop goes up. Amazing time, amazing timing. Why does everyone else go back here? Why? There's nothing to do back here. We left tower at the checkpoint. We didn't think once, let's break checkpoint. No. We're thinking, let's run. So these people, they drop back into the ink that we never painted up. Because, oh boy, if only we took the tower, we would have painted the entirety of here. They wouldn't have felt inclined to drop. Because there wouldn't have been paint to drop it. They would have, like, swung wide and dropped this way instead, which is what we want them to do. But we let them come back. Essentially. Eventually, they start chipping away because we kind of just let them sit there. Also, Gabby, if you know that there's a person who likes going this side, they're the only one that's going to push you there. Unless somebody pushes you around wide.
Heard.
But you're still, like, actively looking for this person, like, you don't know where they are and what they're already doing. And also, it's not really safe to stand there anymore at this point, because they're already going to push tower really fast back to this point, because we let them break check earlier. Oscar Chili, I'm not sure. I'm sure you guys didn't notice. But, I know you guys both like pushing this left side. Oscar, I would say let Chili do this. Dynamo can stand us more than Blaster. But we need more AoE chip on the tower. Because that's what AoE on tower control is for. To hit the tower. Because this isn't doing much. This is actually just letting them get the check for free, essentially. Then Chili rotates all the way over, which is what has to be done. Gabby, I want you to think of speed like this. Dynamo is one of the slower pushing weapons. Like, one of the slowest, actually. I don't know why I said slower. It's one of the slowest. If a dynamo is outpacing you in movement, aka, like, literally went here, went up here, then, like, literally went backwards, and then came up and went back up here. In the amount of time it took you to cross from this plane to mid, that might mean you're moving too slow.
Mm-hmm.
Because the person had the free will to travel like an open teammate, basically. Meaning that there wasn't anything really oppressive too much here, apart from the guy on the tower, which you had died to, which was the blob, which is because you let a blob shoot you from, like, 1 foot away from where you were standing. Plus against the wall. Walls count when you're fighting a blob. Anyways, for once we finally actually pushed the left side. Oscar, you want to close the distance to, like, this corner as fast as you can. Or to, like, directly under here. Or under grates, because they will, like, try to go on grates, and you want to make sure they don't do so. Right? But we need to be in one of those 3 spots, because one of those 3 spots is holding space in front of the tower. We want to prevent them from dropping like they do here. We're letting them drop, and there's no reason they should be. Also, I don't think we ever learned to paint up here. Like, there's paint on the ground. I mean, heck, we haven't actually painted our side too well, either. Try to keep that in mind. Because, you see, paint is how this guy got right in a very great spot. Is that they're just going through spaces where we didn't paint. We left the tower. Which, I mean, sure, we died. But, we shot ourselves in the heart. Again. As we shot ourselves in the heart like 4 times in this different game. With the tower itself. We got to check. Gabby, you got off of check at 51. You know how much they have? Thank you. Oscar can count and read. Amazing.
I learned that in kindergarten.
I learned that in pre-K. I went to pre-K. I was a menace. Anyways, I went to pre-K at a church. You know, I was supposed to actually go to a religious school. Anyways,
So we just went.
Oscar, I can't hear you. Also, if you could type that in the chat for chance. Anyways, Gabby,
6,
watching
7.
this back. Watching this back, Gabby. You do see the wrong thing here, right?
Yeah.
We don't have lead. 2 minutes in. We've been struggling just to even push the tower. At all. Man, I wonder why. I wonder why we're struggling to push the tower. Also, Oscar, if you're booyahing, like, there, do you see her kind of, like, booyahing in front of a big wall? You need to throw the booyah in this space. The exact space your booyah kind of can't reach.
So,
Rest in peace. You can booyah wide either way. They're not going to be able to hit you. Anyways, we stopped just short of just taking the match and breaking the checkpoint. In tower, it's okay to die if you get the checkpoint you need, because you need the checkpoint. It's not really a want anymore. It's a, we really need this now. Okay? It's like, sure, oh, you're low? This guy, this guy is no longer shooting at the tower. You can literally walk between the tower and this. You are not a non-mobile backliner. You're a mobile backliner. All it takes is 2 taps on the tower, you take lead here. By 2 taps, I mean 2, like, literal walk forward on the tower. Try to dance around the pole more, not hide from not realistically anything. It's because here, between the
Heard.
time you're shooting at this person, they're probably wondering, why the frick did you not take the tower to get the lead? Rest in peace, Oscar died. Oscar died, again.
Hello?
Don't come back,
Oh my
Oscar.
god, we can hear you.
You can?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you earlier.
Oh, how much better?
A lot. Anyways, there's also 2 people who could have touched the tower, and 2 other people who could have said, guys, why aren't we on the tower? Anyways, the tower's gonna go back. And when it goes back, that means you have to re-break the checkpoint all over again. You have to re-break the whole checkpoint again. In which we have to have 2 people go back to get the tower, touch the tower, but oh, there's a wiper there. Oh no, thank you Chili for doing something great, but honestly I would have rather the switch positions of Oscar and Chili. Or if Chili actually just held this spot instead of rotating. Chili, you don't have to rotate this way, just stay there. This holding here means they kind of can't push at all. Anyways, Oscar, instead of going forward, that's the one time I'm telling you, instead of going forward, you should have helped little bro with this. The shot against almost like every weapon kind of loses. Like, kind of loses very fast. So think of cleaning up area around tower before getting up here. I said Chili to be up here is fine because Chili was already up here. Oscar, you just ditched your teammate in a fight and let them take a 1v1 versus a 2v1 where you looking at the person could have just gotten this person killed in 2 seconds, right? Right, Oscar?
Right. Right.
And then you would have
You're
gotten
right,
lead.
Manga.
Or you would have had to actually break check first. Again. To get lead here. But now, you don't get either. They're thinking of backing up because there's a guy here in which they can both I actually easily kill. I don't know why we're running from a wiper with like no pain in this general vicinity. You could just outpaint them. They'll jump out if they feel they're in so much danger, or they'll just die to the AoE. Also, you're playing a pace without paint. Again, stick this box. Unless you walk up there, right? You only go to this left side when the tower gets like to this check. You either go left or you go above, which honestly I would rather you just be literally in front of the tower as it like breaks this final pass here. But realistically, to win on this stage, you need to get to this check. And break it. Preferably break that check. But you need to get there. But you have to break this checkpoint. Which we're not breaking the checkpoint! Anyways, the tower goes all the way back. You're kind of like 2 minutes down from, I guess, wherever the flip you guys were before. We're finally over here. Gabby, again, Rain, you can jump to your teammates. The Rain will not kill you midair. None of these guys are touching the tower. If you need one of them to get on the tower, you can just say so. Anyways, we're now at a numbers disadvantage. We completely gave up the space over here to chumps. Oscar goes back. Chili's just going around. Once again, we're in like the 1 and 4 situation of we don't need 3 people looking at here because you guys are like 2 of the most heavy backliners that can just, well, not really backliners, technically midliner anchor players that can just kind of hold their own because their weapons kind of prevent people from pushing forward. Where it's like, how did we let the wiper just walk here? Regardless, holding off more space will prevent people from walking forward. Anyways, Oscar's in trouble. We're back to neutral. And everyone died. We can still push tower. Why can we push tower? No one here. Like, they're on their plat. Like, they're on their plat. They're 2 down. They're on their plat. And you guys have control of mid. You're on tower. Start pushing tower earlier. Your teammates jump to the tower. Your teammates get back. When your teammates get back, where your teammates gonna do? They're gonna go for here, and then they're gonna go here, and then they're gonna go here. Your teammates start here. They have to do the same thing you're doing right now and afterwards, which is just pushing up way after. We don't have the time to wait. Chili trades out. If we started thinking about this side could have been painted up. We could have been already tower forward. Essentially. We finally do so. We finally actually get under the, like, little block you have to actually get to. And we're going. Gabby dies again. Once at 51. For once, the tower did not go back. For once, we get the lead. It's a lovely Zuka spot. Can't wait till Crop learns he can shoot over this, or that they can just actually just go underneath here and get the same angle they did to shoot. Whatever. Anyways, because we're playing a competitive strategic game, you want to also keep in mind, okay, we just got lead. Play it like it is a tournament. We just got lead. What do we want to do? Not let them get the lead. 30 seconds left. Enough time for them to double wipe you guys. Which, like, I don't know. I forget what happens here. Or maybe it's just, like, wipe. Nice. The wipe happens because for once we finally pushed the ramp. We finally pushed the ramp. While we were finally pushing the tower. Past, like, that single checkpoint. Finally. We've done it. We've won. But we spent a whole match figuring out how to walk 3 feet forward. Instead of walking the wrong way, instead of pushing places that the tower doesn't go to, we have to push places where the tower goes. And with the tower, not like in front of the tower. Or too much earlier, or too much shorter, or behind, or whatever, whatnot. Right. Oh, was there any other scary point I need to think? I'll go see the tower stage. Fuss about tower one more time. So I will fuss. Because sure, yes, you want to preserve life, and you want to preserve jumps that your teammates can get to, but you also want to preserve as much space as you can. And take the space when it's easily given to you. Oscar, it might be too much of your intake, but if you want to shoot this rail, you can. Because people don't like when people flank up here, and that's the easiest way to do so.
Just to threaten, I mean, just to go there.
I mean, heck, if they decide they don't want to look there, they, like, literally are clueless, then you can go. But honestly, I would kind of say to Crop to do so, because Crop can do it a lot easier. And Crop seems to, like, actually like doing that in the first place, which they do it in this game. Just maybe not at the right time.
Yeah.
Anyways, open device happening. Right? 2 down. I think here I was about, like, pulling out my hair that I don't have. 2 down. What do we need to do? There are 2 down. Left side. Oh my god. Guys, we cleared the right side of the tower. For the first time, we cleared the way the tower goes. Oh my god, the 2 people over there are dead. They can't get this tower no more. What do we have to do now? Oh, right. We gotta push these 2 lovely peoples back. But before we push them back, what can we do? We can take the tower. Now. You take the tower. Why now take the tower? Take tower. Other people, other bozos think, hey, I might want to push forward. And then they'll go forward. In fact, on the tower, you could shoot them a little bit easier than they could shoot you. And then they will back. They will back, and they will die. And then they'll do something stupid, and they'll die. Anyways, Oscar's getting ready to push up. We need a tower. Chili could be underneath here if they want to. They can be a lot of places. But we're being scared of nothing here, as you can see. They might be shooting tower, but it's okay. But no, now we let our Slayer die. They're all respawning. Nobody went left, except Oscar. Nobody pushed here, which they can't, because you guys don't really have the best weapons to do so, except maybe Chili. Which I would still recommend going this way, because it's like, oh, we take their bats. Because you had a chance to take the bats. But for some reason, Crop is playing right side, because they tried to challenge under here, which I would still recommend them going around the other way. Anyways, we now want to take the tower. Now the time we think to take the tower, we take the tower while it's getting rained on collectively. We nearly died to it. Now we think of taking a tower when there's people actually still shooting at the tower. Wow, I wonder if there was a time and place when they weren't shooting at the tower, and we could have moved it here where it's harder to shoot at the tower from that spot. But now we're trying to force it. There isn't enough mid-paint because Chili is more out of ink. Oscar is pushing them this way, but oh, we're actually down a player still. They jump. We finally clean up. Oscar needs help. We get them out their plat. What do we not do? We do not take their bats. Something we kind of have to do, right? Oscar, you're up a bit far. Also, Gabby, it's your job to keep track on, like, whoever dies up here. And your thought should have been, where the heck is this guy? If I can see this guy, where the heck is the apple?
Heard.
As you notice, your teammates went all the way up here and then did this because they didn't die. Because they're going to find whoever else is still alive. That means they're either rushing tower or they're rushing tower. A sequence when everything is clear here means that wherever it's clear, somebody is going to, like, be in this weird route or whatever. Also, Dapple's just like flanking, so does Wiper. You honestly should be able to handle that. Anyways, for some reason, Chili backs out of bats. I don't understand why. Blob is not that scary. Chili needs to be under here, along with Oscar. Crop needs to be fighting in court. Because Zuka spam going this way, where everyone's already standing, is, like, pretty free eats. Also have quesadillas. Yes, free eats! Free eats! Oh, we missed. Anyways, the tower's going backwards! Anyways, let the tower go backwards, let the Dabbles get in. And then we're pushing the tower forward again. And then Gabby dies to something, again. And Chili tries to go back to bats after they realize they left it for no reason. Now try to go back. But oh, they can't get to the place they really want to get to. It's okay. Chili, stay there. Chili, stay. Oh, Chili did not stay there. Chili, please. Please drop cooler. Chili. Chili, please drop cooler. Okay, we dropped cooler the minute everybody just stopped thinking about cooler. Crop, if you watch this is kind of okay if a bucket does it to hit under the sledge. Your better committal is to just kind of just drop from the rail. Or just come up very close here and then pivot. The block, not very safe. Especially against, two, like, pre-firing weapons, not safe at all. The minute the blob goes there, you kind of have to bail, which you realized. We need to jump back to Gabby or Chili. Or Oscar. Just jump back. No! Why? We have to not do this. Like, pretty please. You jump back to your teammates. I don't care if there's a misinput when you do it. It's a scrim, the time you practice. Learn. Okay, Gabby's left, and Chili's right on the D-pad. When I play with my team, I'm always, I think, right on the D-pad, or maybe down. I don't know. I joined the room last, then all my teammates, I'm always, like, the same exact spot. You should try to do this, Gabby. Me in the exact same spot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, I can jump here. Or the, muscle memory's already there, so they don't have to think about when they jump out. They actually just do the quick thingy, and then they're out! Anyways, Crop does a funny flank, because Crop flanks at very interesting times and dies in the water. We try to push tower when everyone's dead. I don't know why you're still on the stack. With the Wiper. Stacked on the right side. We have to push left eventually. Chili doesn't notice there's a, like, Dapple behind them. Also, Crop can play more aggressive. Aggressive with the Great Assault, they don't do weird flanks like they were doing before. Chili, I think that was a slight overreaction. Oh, rest in pepperonis. Maybe don't flank with Dynamo. This is okay if Crop does it. Because when Crop does it, it's okay. Chili, don't do this again. Like, pretty please, don't do this. Right, your route is to stand kind of just like in front of them, maybe up here, because you get the pre-firing ledge, and they're all scared of you. Like, really scared. I don't know why you jumped out. I don't want to know why. Just don't. Kaboom. I watched Oscar get that kill. I was happy. I watched Oscar die here. And I was not happy.
Manga.
You want me to celebrate every time you die? I can do that. Anyway, so we're taking fights with, like, very little comms about them. And it's like, oh shoot, someone's here! Guys, help me, someone's here! Yeah, kind of called it a little before. So your teammates can help you. Anyways, they're already too staggered to really have any resources to push tower anyways, so they're not getting tower. And it's just over for them. Because they're playing weapons that don't function well on tower control. Oh, what's that weapon? Oscar.
What?
Are you still open to playing V Blast?
Yeah.
Your team needs a bubble on tower control. I'm saying this is because if you go against any stereotypical tower control backliner, they both run very well into these two weapons, in which they're going to cowardice away from everything. You know, like
What the-
chargers, Splatlinks.
Yeah. But doesn't bubble break a lot faster when it's on tower?
You don't put it on the tower, dummy. You put it just in front. If you're fighting with it and you put a bubble, chances are the other backliner can't shoot your backliner because the bubble's just in the way already. Like, your bubble's gonna naturally be in the way from you just existing.
Well, if I heard Gabby was wanting to put Beast back on Dooley, so I was wondering if you could run the Winkle Doolies with
You have
the
no
bubble.
bomb. You have no bomb.
Doesn't the Twinkle Doolies have a fizzy?
Fizzy's not like a bomb. Not like throw, stick, bomb. Not
Yeah.
suction. It's not splat bomb. Not, you can't throw Fizzy at the tower. You can throw Fizzy in Rainmaker. You can't throw Fizzy at the tower. It'll just fall off. You know, it's not any tower pressure. Like, it's not a lethal bomb. And then you're stuck with 0 lethal bomb in, like, halfway chip. Auto bomb also does not really count very well. So that's why I'd say still stick Zuka. Zuka and Bubble will help get rid of all the other backliners you will probably ever face. One of the two will figure itself out. Anyways, we're going to Rainmaker next, because I want to explode every time I think about objective.
Yes, explode Gabby.
No, it's okay, I'm exploding Ray. Because I said so. Gabby has departed.
Is that mean I'm gonna get all the shit now?
Huh?
Oh, she just said she was gonna dip.
I know.
Okay. Okay.
Oscar.
Yes.
I want you to guess what I'm going to be talking about with this Rainmaker game. I just want you to guess what I'm probably first going to say
Objective.
about Rainmaker. Yeah, what about objective?
Okay. Push it in front of it, or
And why do you say that?
playing with objective because it's all that you were stressing about yesterday.
And do you have an idea why I was stressing about playing with objective yesterday?
Yes.
Tell me.
It was like
If I'm stressing that you guys were not playing with objective, what do you think you guys were doing?
not worrying about objective.
Exactly! This does not take this much thought, Oscar. I believe in you. I know who you are. Or do I?
No.
Anyways, this game was really glitchy on my side. But do you see this? We killed this person. Also, you're kind of like hesitating here. Crop is also hesitating. Dynamo peaks. A little ballsy move did not work. Oscar, you're allowed to worry about people behind and doing this. But, like, you also need to worry about the people shooting you first. Is a first thing about Slayer fights.
Okay.
Also, the minute we clear the left side, what do we do? The minute we clear the left side of the stage, we go right side.
Yes.
The minute we clear trench, the minute we clear this wall, we clear check, we go in front of this path. Or heck, you have someone flank, but I only have Crop flank, because Crop seems to really love doing this for some reason. Which, okay, whatever. Anyways, this guy needs to die now. The faster we get these people staggered, the faster this guy dies, the faster you get check, the faster you guys get in front of check, the faster you take this space and they can't get it back. I mean, faster. I mean, this guy dies. We need to book it. We need to book it. We just need to book it, but we need to also get in front of the Rainmaker. Oscar, important for you to clear this path because you were AoE. You can shoot around this wall. They don't like that. Think about if you don't like it done to you, what do you want it to do to it, right? You push up. You know who doesn't push up? Your stupid teammates who have the ability to hold this wall with you. I mean, Crop was gonna die, but it's fine. Anyways, the minute they back up from the storm, they need to come back immediately. The storm isn't there forever. And here also, Gabby, you need to take the Rainmaker in front of check. At any given point in time, you break check, you need to get in front of check. You need to get these points. These points are more important. 60 versus 40 or 30, way more important. People have, like, even if you're only at, like, 58, 58 can still be the difference between winning and losing. Can be the difference. Even if they're shooting at it and you juke them, you take it, Crop, pick it up, you take it forward. You're going to die here in this situation, essentially, because Chili's too content with just sitting in mid for no freaking reason. And Gabby is going to be behind you at all times anyways. Chili's too much worried about this guy. This guy, what is this guy doing? This guy has no value on the board. This guy, even Chili can outpace him going this way. Because what do they have to do if you go back to the Rainmaker? They have to, like, follow you. Which takes more time to beat that distance. Takes a lot of time to beat that distance. Here, we need to go forward. The minute you got these two to start backpedaling is the minute you run. The minute you run. You need these points. You need these points fast and now. And Crop, think of swinging wide. You swing wide here. Because some people can't aim when you get stuck on this, like, rail. They can't aim at all. Because you can hop, skip it, and you can get a momentum flash going that way. Anyways, it was a lot of hesitating, and it's like you got only the 21 where you could have maybe got it down to like 10. That's a huge difference. Also, Gabby, the way you back that way is you kind of just gotta drop and or jump. Anyways, I've said this before, so I'm going to be, I'm going to be the thorn in your side about this. Oscar, you remember what I said about retaking and holding on the stage? Oscar. Okay. You know the way I just told you to push, right? You know the way you push
Left to right.
Rainmaker?
Left to right.
you push the Rainmaker here. Then when you get
Mhm.
the check, you clear in front of you, right?
Yes.
What do you think the enemy team's going to be doing?
Trying to stop that.
No, when they push, they follow the opposite but same route. What does that mean? You have to stop them from doing that same. Oh, we push the check, and then we get in front of the check because our position to do so. They can just take the Rainmaker here past you guys, and you guys can't do crap about it. And in fact, you guys are just gonna die if you even challenge going upwards because you're fighting an uphill battle that you're not going to win. Even if you win it, it's just this thing of like mech difference. But against a good team, they're just going to like ignore you two because it's like, oh, we can go right side. There's only one person on the checkpoint. Oh, and guess what? Now there's only one person on the checkpoint and 3 people over here in a literally non-relevant area. So they try to take it left side, which they're not going to respect for long. Chili manages to luckily catch them because these guys, like the gal, is just kind of just sitting here doing absolutely nothing. But they nearly get the check. Or, in fact, they, like, literally nearly do. Anyways, this is not going to work against great people. This is just going to get you to lose. Because imagine if you 3 had died trying to come back up here. Well, Gabby can't do anything about them walking Rainmaker here on your respawn. And they could have gotten lead in a certain situation. I don't know why the guy jumped. He's dumb. Anyways, you see the game just glitching on my side. Anyways, Oscar, I don't know why we're fighting this way. Rainmaker's here. Bubble in front of Rainmaker. If they're behind, they can catch up. Have Chili watch the flank. You go and watch forward. Anyways, Crop, if you ever get here, you just need to jump out. Because even if you kill one of them, you're going to die to the other. And even if you kill one of them, it's not in your best interest anyways. Anyways, Gabby, what I said about Rainmaker before, if you're gonna die, you gotta kind of book it. Like, if you know you're going to die in that interaction, you have to get the Rainmaker as forward as you can. Oscar, nice holding left, but yeah, you're in it. And it's a win it. And just know, yeah, if you booyah, and you booyah the guy that has slider, they're going to slider. So, if you want to prevent people from getting somewhere with the Rainmaker, you put it in front of them. What that does, it drives them backwards. Like, even if the explosion goes off here, you maintain your space of this corner and they back up to respect it. But anyway, this guy is going to be dying to use their slider through your, like, elbow anyways. Like, dying to. Anyways, Crop, you're not relevant being here. You need to be on left side. Because here they broke checking, which is something you wouldn't really stop them from doing, in general. Anyways, yay, Oscar. That is not, like, the best place to shark, I will say. But, you're correct in wanting to hold in front of here, which is what these bozos have to do. Gabby has to grab the Rainmaker. Why? Oh shoot, Gabby dies to the guy flanking! And oh shoot, they took it and they won! Yeah, Gabby, grab the Rainmaker here. Because now, you have 3 people to occupy with a flank that does not mean crap anymore. Oscar's poking up here, and nobody's painting up the route you actually have to go. You're just getting played by the other team at this point. Because you want to keep maintaining hold of this. It doesn't matter if this guy drops off and tries to flank, because, oh, we're pushing the Rainmaker already. Perfect time to grab the Rainmaker and push the right side, because we're gearing to do that. We're gearing to do that, right? Thank you, Chili. Crop, this would have been the time to actually just hold strikes. You can win this without actually having to strike. You have nothing really to strike for because it's people behind the Rainmaker. When there's people behind the Rainmaker, you just gotta go. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to draw that. You just have to like accelerate. Accelerating means holding strikes. Also, Gabby, I will say you can be like up here, which gives you more high ground leverage to shoot the people trying to drop this way. It gives you time to paint! Paint here. You don't want them to have paint on their drop. Which is why they keep dropping. They won't drop a place they have literally 0 paint. And now we're getting pits. That would have been the perfect time to actually take the Rainmaker and go, but instead we decided to worry about the Dapples, who we let flank anyways. It was Oscar perfect time to think of jumping out, like, 20 seconds ago. You jump on once you notice the push is dead, because they weren't able to push like that. Anyways, Oscar, don't do this. Like, please. That will just happen. Same with Grop. This way. You gotta go left. Gotta go left, gotta play for strikes. This is the part where I would have said, oh, you need to bomb the choke so they don't go through. You need to special the choke. To special the choke, or to bomb the choke, you gotta be alive! Imagine, Oscar, if you were here instead. Instead of in the open. You know their goal is to either hammer forward or slider forward. And your goal is to stop that from happening. I think the strikes could have been better. Could have been the 3 in this area. Instead of the missed 1. Which is something I want to see done a little better, Crop. Also, speaking of Rainmaker, last 30 seconds. You have control of the lead. You take it to the stall spot. Stall spot is down here. It doesn't matter if you die here, because the Rainmaker is stalled in this spot, and they have to, like, actually actively bring it up and out of that place. To bring it land all the way across. You want to die with the Rainmaker down here in this corner, because it's easy for people to just hold forward, like, this space. Your teammates can hold this space very easily around you, and it's hard for them to get to it. Anyways, what you don't want to do in Rainmaker is to die with the Rainmaker in the last few seconds, because then you have to repop, and then grab. And they grab here. They grab really fast.
Wow.
Well.
Wow.
Are you a cat, Oscar?
Yeah. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop a sec, and I'm gonna grab my lovely milkshake. I just muted myself on the wrong thing first. I'm gonna grab my very lovely milkshake. So I shall be, right back.
Alright.
Oscar,
Yes.
I have a chocolate milkshake, but it is frozen right now, so it shall have to
Oh, that's sad.
kind
How
of fall.
sad.
I don't know, this is a chocolate, right?
Microwave it.
Not tripping.
Microwave it.
Yeah, I'm gonna microwave a freaking styrofoam cup. Oh my god, the letters are like Dude, the letters are like imprinted, like on the actual milkshake itself from the lid. Wait, let's just show you. Hold on. Like, I'm not putting my own feed on Discord. That's not happening. Hold on.
I don't want to
I'll
say
put it
anything
in.
about that.
Look, it's my lovely milkshake.
In general. Wow.
It's one of a kind, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait, Oscar, look at this lovely frame I paused on. You guys are you're like a squid on a roller coaster, right? Right? Gabby's kind of like clipped in the air, like kind of like it's like that. Remember Mario Kart Wii when like the intro?
I've never seen it.
Mario
Manga.
Kart. No,
Mhm. No.
dude. Hold on, OBS, go away. Um, let's see. Okay, you can do that over there. This over here. Um, Kart Wii video. Are we? Let me show you real quick. I'll change what I'm streaming so you can see.
Yahoo! Come on. Oh yeah. Hey. Hey.
Oh wait, can you see this?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So cool. Yeah. Here I go. Yeah. Mario Kart. Whee! Wahoo!
Yeah, you got blue shell. That's very funny. Anyways, that was the very lovely cutscene. Did you like it, Oscar?
Very. I liked it. I never thought I'd see the Mario Kart cutscene during a VOD, but yeah.
Well, it's because Gabby looks like the cutscene, so that's why. You see now do you see what
I see it now. I see it now. Yes.
I'm saying? Yeah, it was very relevant. And Crop and Chili are just like infused in their own bodies, like their feet and their head. They're just like Chili's like half inside of the box and half outside. Anyways, Rainmaker, it's always your opportunities to take and push Rainmaker are always very short. Like pretty short, right? Crop sees it. Crop sees the opening. Crop goes for the opening. He sees people, right? Oscar, this is your time to rotate. This is Gabby's time to grab the Rainmaker. The minute you see people accelerating towards ramp. It's the time you grab the Rainmaker, because Rainmaker is a very great fighting weapon. You can shoot the people up there. You shoot the people over here. You can kill people with Rainmaker. Great weapon. Use it. Anyways, that's when we should grab. Also, that's when you should have rotated. Alright, let's see how much time it takes for that to happen. We're at 40, right? We're at 40, right? We're at 40, right? We have numbers. We have numbers, right? But we're not going. Oscar, right? We're not going. Gabby grabs the freaking Rainmaker and dies. So, we just don't get the push, right? Chili, under the ledge, my friend. Oscar, you see how long it takes you to even get up there? That's like 40 seconds, bro. That's a long time. Now we're grabbing the Rainmaker, but we're staggered because we didn't let our AoEs clear out the freaking Rainmaker check. Oh look, a whole minute has gone by since when we should have picked up the Rainmaker to when we actually finally got the darn checkpoint. Anyways, Oscar, you wanna be on the, like, right side, kind of, with your team? You see you guys are, like, kind of just letting them get the space back for free, kind of. Also, Crop, you wanna strike from a place with cover? Like, if you struck from these grates, you would have been very easy to approach, kind of. Anyways, Oscar, if you need to jump back to Gabby. That will be the last time I will say it. Anyways, Gabby, you could have kind of stayed there, or like where you are, because you see they're obviously not pushing up, right? Now this is your guys' time to push, because they're kind of just finagling until they get their specials. Because they're literally two backs, midliner anchor, and a I hold forward and whatnot player. How do you stop that? Well, you just go forward. Crop's intuition usually is right when the hole is there. But you see, I don't know why these two backed up this way. I don't understand why. You don't kind of want to be here. You want to be on the ramp, because then you hold in front of the ramp! Now they're going to grab the Rainmaker, probably push it past. Crop is the only one that actually jumps back to Gabby. Thank God one person knows how to. Also, Crop, let me maintain paint. I mean, like, maintain paint in areas that are not painted. Because just idly painting will get you your special. You have it. We need to strike now. Where do we need to strike? Perceivably just, like, behind here. like, just behind there. Oh, Crop found it. Crop's intuition was right. We get one. Do you even get one? We gotta go. These people need to die, or need to just run away. Means you have to run at them for them to run away. Right? You see, they're starting to run away because they think you're gonna push. But what happens? You don't push! You don't push! You don't push, you don't push, you don't push. You can cross literally the top where the Rainmaker is and drop on these people. And they're gonna die. Because they're staying within that range. I would say a better way instead of these strikes would have been to strike, like, the other way, to push them back here. And that would have gave you a better line of hiding vision-wise. Anyways, Rainmaker here. Sure, it's only one guy. You need to go. Get those points now. Not later, and don't wait till you die for it. Oscar's booyah bombing. While he's getting ready to booyah bomb, you go. You have the leisure to actually go around the left side versus under the right. So when Oscar, you want to go before Oscar throws the booyah. Like as he's going. Like now, imagine if you're already up there, they're already getting further backed up, you can get up the choke. But we waited to think about doing that. When we only got to 29, we could have got to like 15 or 10. Right now, we need to play for left because they're going to go for left early. And we need to be aware of that. And you know, make sure to also paint up mid because they had a very easy time crossing this way within like 25 to 30 seconds when it took you guys a full minute and a half to learn how to push forward. Also, Gabby needs to grab here. What Gabby needs to do is Gabby needs to take it to the stall spot. Where's the stall spot? Down here. Rainmaker, sit there. Everybody else, hold up here. You hold their elbow, and there's a guy, like, over here sharking, which can be really just, like, chilly. more than likely. Or crop. Actually, preferably crop, maybe. Is to just shark down here, or maybe Oscar can. Just anyone who isn't Gabby and holding the Rainmaker is a shark on this side to catch the people who want to drop underneath. Or I mean, drop underneath, I mean, like, drop into this place and then come back up. Well, they'll try to go like that to get the Rainmaker. So you just want to get in that stall spot and don't let the Rainmaker die. Here. Everybody else be up here. Preferably. So instead of putting Rainmaker to a spot where it can easily be killed, and full front pushing when you don't need to, because if this was a tournament, would you have pushed up this far? Would you, Oscar? Okay. I suggest practicing every scrim, playing like it is the match, but the match that will bring you to a tiebreaker game, right? Like, think of playing every game like, oh, like you're already one game down in a best of 3. This is the match, winner or go home match. And that's kind of how you're supposed to play, like, all the time, you know? Because that'll help you be more alert, more focused. You will think smarter on plays because you'll be like, well, shoot, you know, I need to process this right, make the right decisions, because if I don't, then we will lose, you know, theoretically. But that is what happens, and most people don't prepare for that mentality-wise. Oh my god. Using a straw to drink a milkshake? Banned. I'm lucky I was a band kid. Anyways, what the frick ever. If you didn't let them grab, they wouldn't be even trying and having a chance to push anyways. So anyways, clams.
Oh,
Are you feeling okay, Oscar? Have I gotten under your
yeah.
skin?
No.
That's a good thing. Now, Oscar, can you take a guess why I was extremely upset yesterday and frustrated at this game, and specifically?
Didn't you say Gabby had like 7 chances to score?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it mainly that on this map? I
Oh my
don't know
god.
if it was this claimless map or the other one.
No, you're right. Stick with your gut, Oscar.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let it play out, right? They're 1 down, they're 2 down. Oh my god, look, they're 2 down. What do we do? Wait, they're 2 down, and holy smokes, they're clumping in the easiest spot to kill someone on this stage. Why is the easiest spot? Literally anybody walks through top mid. Chili, this is your job. Walk through top mid, you kill anyone in this whole freaking radius if you just sit on the front of this platform. I'm not joking. You kill everyone on there. I shouldn't have gone this extreme. Okay, whatever. Anyways, imagine from here you just held forward. One, the freaking Viper wouldn't have gone in behind because all they did was, oh, just walk forward, just walk forward. Well, look where the rest of the freaking team is. Here, if you realize there's this much distance between you and the freaking objective, super jump the ball to the guy the 2 guys underneath here. If we super jump the ball, or super jump, like literally both of you need to super jump here, fast, score. Drop cooler. You can maintain this space, but what do you think happens? We try
They
to walk
swim
it,
it.
and then we throw it here. We actively see the shots backing up, the blasters staying in the fight, and we throw the ball in the choke. At the other team. Like, there's literally 3 people on the enemy team right here. Instead of super jumping, which would have got us the instant jump score, we decided to throw it forward, not communicate that, like, 10 seconds in advance. But only after you threw the ball. Now the ball's in the choke. In front of these 2 people. There's 3 of you alive. You have another chance to, oh god, we have numbers, again, as we've always had numbers, to push forward. What do we do? Nothing. We try to force it. But we were close to strikes. We should have said we were close to strikes. Strikes get in, we score. But oh boy, the person with clams doesn't put clams in the basket! Oh boy, it's a 3v3. Why are we not going? We have to go now. But no, we wait until the person who's in decides to jump out to go forward. There's only one going forward. For some reason, the dynamo's still under there, even though people have been fighting up here, meaning that they need to actually go forward. By the time they go forward, they get one, they get two, but they don't get the freaking clams they had in the basket, so the basket shuts down. There's only one person left. You only got the 80. Not good. Not good at all. And we have two people sitting in mid, frolicking or whatever, not helping Oscar pull up their basket. You guys kill this guy, they're double wiped, they're staggered. You get control of their basket. One person grabs clams from mid. But now you just wasted a bunch of time. You gave them back, and you're playing afraid of a little dapple. We nearly died to Ink Storm. Crop, you need to be way in front of Gabby, as Gabby's playing too far back. That theoretically means you have 3 people playing too far back. You guys clump on the right side, dies to the freaking slider that had, like, shown preference it was going to do that. Now look. We just lost all this space in the manner of maybe like 20 to 25 seconds. When you guys could have actually just instant, like, cycled the basket. You had the clams to do so. You had the time to do so. You had the space to do so. You just did not. It was a choice not to. Oscar, would you be more aware of what your teammates doing? Crop was playing really passive this game. They're back there, they can't help anything with this fight. They should be going more forward, but they're playing afraid of the freaking Ink Storm. They were taking forever to take top mid. We push mid, we take top mid, because then, oh boy, one person could drop behind them, one person could drop in front of them, and you guys pinch them, and they're all dead. But no, we're clumping back here for, like, no apparent reason. The Dapples and the Wiper gets to jump, because they are the ones who decide they want to actually even push first. They try to hammer, but they die. Anyways, now we're back to square one. Again! They're 2 down. Again. Again, they're 2 down. They're 2 down. Oh, guess what? Now we want to score? Oh, they're not 2 down anymore. I wonder what happened. I wonder if only we pushed up when they were 2 down. Booyah bombing and striking takes time. Also, think of if you got up here and Booyah bombed up here. It would have been the same outcome. In fact, it would have pushed these guys even further back, or they'd be distracted trying to kill you and your Booyah, right? You would be up further, having control of the basket, and then Booyah. Then after the Booyah, then strike. You do both at the same time, nothing happens. These two people are playing way too far back and be carrying the ball regardless, because they already need to be up and forward, because we just threw strikes. We just threw Booyah. And what did those do? Nothing. We killed them twice. They were 2 down twice. What happened? Nothing. You guys had the perfect chance to literally just win the game there. Because what are they going to do in a 2v4 with weapons that are weaker than yours? They're just going to die. You threw 2 special at them. Did nothing. Like, I'm not sure what I could really call this very much anymore. Right? We didn't get the second ball in. We just scored 1. Technically, they're only 2 balls away from winning, which 70 is a very poor lead in Clan Blitz. Because, let's say it's overtime. They're trying to push up, right? They have a pity, and they already have, like, another ball in mid. They're going to score the ball in mid, and they're going to jump the pity, and 1 to clam, they got lead. Actually, just 2 balls, they got lead. Anyways, you see how fast they move up and how fast you guys don't move up? And I don't want to hear excuse about weapons. What I saw was just a choice not to go. Crop is in there. Crop is doing very great things. I was happy. And then Crop jumps, like, all the way out instead of to Gabby. Oscar is going in, but Oscar is not time coordinated with his team, unfortunately. Crop, those strikes were a little bit odd. Also, Crop, let the other two backliners determine what they're gonna do about flanks. Oh my god, they're 3 down. They're 3 down. What do we do when they're 3 down? Oh, we don't take their dome? Oh, Oscar does. So I wonder why the flip is everyone else still here again. I mean, if you want to lose, you can say, okay, I want to lose. I want to lose the game. I don't want to win, and I'm playing to lose. Because this is playing to lose. Like, intensely playing to lose. Like, oh, if our blaster has the ability to get up here, then our other silly teammates have the ability to do so. Had the ability to score here. Had the ability to take the fight here instead of taking the fight here. And once again, we let them have their basket back, kind of for free. Strikes go out too late. The Wiper slips by. I wonder, how does the Wiper slip by when we have both a Wellstring and a Dynamo? Biggest question of the century. Booyah Bomb goes out. Booyah Bomb goes in the one spot. It does nothing about either, like, this side or, like, this side. Choose a place, Oscar, to put the Booyah.
Just not right there. Okay.
You put it right there if you want to, like, get people in the score. But, like, your two backs are thinking of anything but scoring freaking clams in the basket. Your T-Tech just struck, so your T-Tech's not really in the greatest position to actually even move forward anyways. This Booyah is in theory doing nothing, because it's not punishing their jumps. It's not punishing anything. They already saw you booyahing from here, and you threw it all the way over here. It takes time. They reacted accordingly. It pushed them back, but you guys are stuck dealing with a stupid freaking Wiper you could have killed as soon as they dropped in your turf. But because your freaking Dynamo's playing all the way back here, and your Wellstring's playing all the way back here, they somehow couldn't find their, like, looking forward. Oh, he freaking dropped, like, through both of our visions and pre-firing. We couldn't kill him as soon as he dropped. Now we try to score. The one time we have to try to force it because they're all already, like, expecting the score. Because the Wiper done stalled you out again. Oh, we kill people! Oh my god, guys, they're 3 down again. What's gonna happen? Oscar probably dying to the raid. And these two still not moving forward. We say this way, we let the Dapples get in because, oh boy, if only our weapons had AoE and pre-fire capabilities that can hold off here by themselves. We go all the way back here, so then we lose literally the entirety of our vision of in front of top mid. And we think the Dapples is on top mid. Why? We could have obviously seen they didn't have enough time to get there. If you shot at them, you would have killed them because it's a Dynamo and a Wellstring versus a Dapples. I would have fearing a Dapple as a Dynamo and a Wellstring. Like, I'm not joking. It has literally the range of a sploosh with a special kind of worse than a sploosh. It doesn't, like, it can slider, it can slider down here, it can slider that way, but it can't, like, slider up that way. Slider doesn't go upwards. Even if the Dapples was on this wall, guess what? 2 AoE weapons firing down on the Dapples is going to kill the Dapples before the Dapples even thinks of crossing up. Anyways, playing scare the guy who's not there. They just get free will to go around here. They're not pushing because, oh boy, finally, they get to the spot. They can keep people out here. Oh my god. I wonder how hard that was to get, like, from the wrong position to the right position. But, oh boy, guess what? It took so much time that they're all back. Like, again. They're all back. Again. And for some reason, we're thinking about making another ball. Why? Anyways, they drop again. We finally punished them dropping this way for the first time of the game. We're thinking of pushing up, but I don't think we realize they have slider. And if they have slider, you might want to just try going this way instead. You know, the grates. Or you can go, like, this way instead. You know, the other grates. It's also a possibility. In fact, I would think Crop Top would actually love taking these 2 great paths, and mainly actually this one, because that's a flank. That's a flank. I think Crop Top, the way they love pushing, would love enjoying that. You throw the bomb in the choke, and then you go. Anyways, now everyone's going to die, because we lined up. And we took too long to push, that they got their slider again. Anyways, we're striking and meowing at the same time. Never do that. Strikes are in a triangle, the basket. does the same thing that Booyah did, like, before. Like, nothing. This guy is still in the corner. These people are still over here. If you want to do the triangular strike this side, here, and, like, up here or something, if somebody's up there. Either up there or on this side again, so that when they overlap, they cover, you know, spaces where it will guarantee kill somebody and force them into you, or, like, far back. Anyways, we throw the strikes and everything, but for some reason, we throw the ball again. We throw the ball again. Why we throw the ball again? I don't know. Maybe because the beat actually wasn't somewhere important. The strikes went out here and actually made a lovely, beautiful wall for the first time in our lives. We throw the ball just at the ground, and not in the basket. We just throw it at the ground. Not in the basket, but there's clearly nobody there to contest the basket at all. We don't just throw the ball in the basket, even though we're right there. We're thinking of backing up again. Why? You just take up here, hold in front of their basket, they lost. GG's. But no, we just want to lose, forcing the T-Tech to stop the fight they're actively in with the Dapples to pick up the ball to throw it in, and then go back to the fight with the Dapples at a range that's not preferable for them. We're not going up here, we're not trying to get on the grates to get the Dapples out, because oh boy, we outrange the Dapples, they have to respect us. We're trying to brute force our way through the choke again when they have, I don't know, these 4 weapons are back. Oh, their whole team is back. They have you surrounded, and if you guys all die here, guess what? They win. Because once again, they're only 2 balls, 2 clams away from taking the lead. 2 balls, 2 clams. And you just gave them a free one. That means not a stable enough lead. That means, oh boy, we can lose in one push. And oh boy, we're about to give them that push. My milkshake is really thick. But you get why I am alarmed, Oscar. I just want you to understand why I am very alarmed.
Yes, I understand why you're very alarmed.
You understand, I will have high blood pressure before turning 20 with you guys.
I'll get better just so you don't get as high blood pressure next round.
Well, I need 2 people specific to stop doing whatever the frick they think they are doing. What they're not doing, they're basically enforcing you guys to play a 2v4 because they're not doing anything at all. They're not stopping people from pushing forward. They're not going forward. They're not holding objective. They're not scoring objective. Nothing. And their weapons are the best to do so. If you were an E-leader, I would understand struggling to punish people that are dropping from here, because if you're up here, that's like a very hard shot for you to hit, because you're hitting like underneath you. AoE weapon, that's just a Tuesday. That is just a Tuesday. Dynamo just takes 1 hit of the 0 button and they all die. Anyways, now you're 2 down. These 2 are separating. Chili, just know, you want to have maybe Gabby up here, Chili around this block, or heck, Chili can even be around, like, this block and this side, because Chili can actually go under here and hit upwards and kill, like, everyone in this lovely circle. Oh, and up here. This Dynamo. Anyways, we need to understand that, okay, we just gave them a ball. If they clear us out again, they're going to get another ball naturally. They're going to have 2 balls. Nearly 2 balls, 2 clams away from taking lead. And we're letting them challenge top mid just because they put down a, like, little ink storm. Just know, we can go on the left side. We can go on this side. Do anything you can to keep them from retaking the ability of, like, that, like, circle. Because we're giving it up too easily. We left a whole side open. We left top mid open because our backs decided to not stay on top mid. This wiper could have chosen, instead of going top mid, just to swing wide and go in your spawn, and they would have jumped the clam, and then they would have then turned around to pinch you guys, and then they would have taken the clams that your lovely people who just can't score clams would have dropped, and then they would have taken lead. And you would have lost. But no, they decided to fight you for some godforsaken reason. But here is a time where it's like, okay, if we die, we lose. If we score, we win. If you want to hold, we have to hold without losing the space very fast. Because clams is a long overtime. We killed one, but the issue is we're trying to push, we don't have the clams. For some reason, we don't see the freaking wiper that just walks straight through 3 of our perspectives. And for some reason, Chili's back over here, which... No. And for some reason, Chili also doesn't see this person. So the whole team has actually seen this person, by the way. I checked in your perspectives. Gabby only realizes that this person's over here now. For some reason, you guys are taking this fight here. Which is good, because the person with the ball here in this situation needs to die, because it's your best bet. This guy is actually going to get here to your basket. Prevent them from jumping a ball. Thankfully, your guy with the bomb is near the guy with the bomb. Or the ball, sorry. So now you just have to kill the back part to maintain winning. Because you're, you know, backline wasn't watching the objective. Or did score any more clams. You want to get, like, under, like, 40 or 30. Or really, technically under 20. But yeah, that's why that game was so bad. This game wasn't much better. But it was better, but it wasn't much better. Because, theoretically, this team does not move fast. You're fighting a team with, like, you know, not amazing entry, not amazing weapons, and not, like, the most cracked players of their weapons. Like, in theory, this comp is very weak. Shumps, Whale, Storm. Like, not great. They're okay, but they're not great. Crab is better on this stage. Your main issue here is going to be that, okay, it's flat ground, and your 2 lovely people here just hate scoring! They just hate scoring, they hate going forward, so, yeah, I don't know. For Dynamo to move forward on this stage is tough for Dynamo itself. But I think they said they were fine playing that on the stage, so. Anyways, you know, you want to push here, right? But, you know, you also want your backliner to be up here. Preferably Gabby to be going that way. And preferably Oscar to be able to go this way. Or maybe, heck, I mean, Chili can go this, like, left route, too. But you want to do 2 different routes, because going one will cause, like, an overwhelming wall to look at you. Which makes it very hard to get in. Anyways, Oscar, it might not be very wise to open up on that block. Because everyone already sees you when you go there. If you want to push somewhere, you either go here and then hop skip that way through that block, or you go under here and you swing wide.
Okay.
I mean, heck, you can even stand on top of the grates if they're dumb enough and just, like, walk this way. I mean, some people are dumb, they don't even look up. Anyways, clumping here. Bad. Very bad. If they kept apples, they would have slidered and everyone would have died. Right? Oh, I don't know if this is going any further. This is definitely the last game. Anyways, oh my god, guys, we killed one. This guy ain't gonna do crap because Oscar got him, right? But oh no! We're on the left side of the stage! And we don't have any clams. I feel like these strikes are a little bit too far back. They should be like this in this situation. You don't need to strike on the choke. Oh my god, guys. We actually scored with the strikes, thank god. But we didn't get another clam in. Chili stuck. Chili has to jump. Now we're coming back to neutral. But they have crab, stick, and whale. And they're gonna crab from grades. Hello, Oscar. You realize where you are in comparison to your lovely teammates.
I'm forward? Or, oh, I'm clumped with them?
Look at the stream! I'm streaming, right?
Yes. Oh,
Yes, I am streaming. You
yes.
have eyes, right?
Yes. I, I,
I
I'm on the greats and they're not, or what? I don't know what you're.
well, your shot's all the way back here. Your well string's all the way back
Yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
And your dynamo dropped himself into a corner versus the blob. I know why we're so far
So I'm
back.
too far forward.
Well string up
Oh,
here. They're literally back here. Meaning that you guys can be in the opposite angle. Anyways, well string up here. Well string can walk great. Because well string can walk easily and paint easily. Dynamo needs to be like just booking it this way. Or just through mid. Because I don't know. You can move well enough with Dynamo. I believe in you. And Crop Top needs to be with or in front Oscar or on the other side. Or throwing strikes and throwing bombs. Anyways, do you see how long it takes you guys to get, I don't know, half thinking about pushing? Crop actually struck themselves in, but you guys have no clams. They have clams, and they have specials, and you guys don't have clams, and you're, like, split. I don't know why Gabby's back there. Oscar's about to die. Chili's pushing a flat ground versus the blob once again. I think they get the kill, though. We struck early. We struck, which separated this guy up here, but this guy wants to be up here anyways to use their crab up here, which is going to just kill anyone who tries to push anyways, because of Scrap Tank. We kill the bow. They crab, but they crab too late because they're a little silly. You kill them, but oh, guess what? We still have no clams! Aw, and you guys are like switch positions, you know. Because with the well string up there, and then the T-Tick like down there. We have no clams. What are we gonna do? We're gonna wait, right? We're not gonna die. And we're gonna drop cooler like really late. Okay. Hey, Crop. I would have said shark, but you could just stay under the ledge if you want. Like what Chili's doing. Well, Chili got that, I guess. Crop, go for making the ball next time versus taking the fight there. You had 7 clans. 7 is important. Oscar, you see you could've jumped the ball a little early?
yeah.
Oh, thank you for grabbing the ball. Why did you throw the ball forward?
Because Gabby's jumping to me and I didn't want the ball.
Yeah, they were
Uh,
jumping to you, but you threw the ball in front of their
I
jump.
know. I wasn't really
Downwards.
thinking there. Uh,
You say that. I see. Next time, turn on the thinking cap, or I will be very mad.
yes, manga.
Anyways, you're on Grace because they're kind of dumb and just disrespected your space. You know, watching the blob try to find your Grace is like the dumbest thing I've probably ever seen in a while.
Yeah.
Thank you for recognizing that the blob can't do crap on grades. Then you see, now you get down to like 30. That's decent, but now they're gonna have crab to go step crab, and you just have to wait it out. You just have to wait it out. You just have to wait it out. Are they not crabbing? What are they doing? Oscar, what are they doing?
Not crabbing, and they die with it.
And they die with it, they don't have coolers, so they're not gonna have it. I mean, it's a splash. Anyways, Crop is just in there on the grates because they're kind of dumb and didn't realize that Crop was on the grates. Crop, you struck early. Again, I will say. They were kind of dead. Yeah, I mean, I love how you say this way. At the moment, there's like 2 other people directly in your, like, personal space. Anyways, whatever, they all die. Repeatedly. And for once, their comp was better, but only if this guy actually crowd, and this guy does not like crowding, I guess. So, like,
6-7.
I know why they took the Gal player off a Gal. But whatever. It's a scrim. Anyways, I shall let you go. It's 8:15 my time, and I would love to eat my milkshakey.
And don't you have another
Nose!
VOD? Don't you have
Yes,
another
it's a
VOD review
VOD.
to do?
I was supposed to VOD with my team. You know, they were like, oh, we want to do some one-on-one open practice together. And like,
So no VOD.
and then forgot about it. and then it's trying to do that like right now, I think. So I'm gonna see what they're doing.
Okay.
But yes, that kind of wraps it up. Oscar, stop throwing.
What? Okay, I'll stop throwing. I'll be better. Trust, no mistakes next VOD. Trust. Actually, don't remember those words.
I can't expect you not to make mistakes. I can't expect you not to make game-losing mistakes. Because you played this game.
What?
You're not C rank, you're not B rank, you're not A rank. Okay? We don't make objective fumbles, okay? We are not the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys, yes.
Yeah, if you keep acting like the Dallas Cowboys, I will call your team the Dallas Cowboys. Why is there an inkling all the way
No,
up there? Why are they up there?
no.
Why are you up
Thinking
there?
about life. Thinking about life. They're
Yeah,
gonna
thinking about
jump.
ending life. Yeah, they're gonna jump. Tell them not
But they
to.
also saw the replays and want to jump.
Well, I wonder whose fault that was.
Uh, yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. Dude, what is your inkling doing, bro?
I'm on the phone.
Who are you on the phone with, Oscar?
Uh, did I just side eye you?
Yes, I know. Uh-oh. Has Oscar got a girlfriend? Oh no, he's looking, he's looking.
Of all
Oh.
people, it's me.
Oscar, what are you up to, bro?
Nothing, bro.
Uh-oh. As he's taking
Uh,
photos.
selfies. I look gay doing that. No, no.
Oh, you're sending it to your boyfriend, I see. Oh my
I
god.
don't
You
have a
use
boyfriend.
Bumble? I didn't know you used Bumble, Oscar. And crop tops negotiating with the enemy team. And Gabby is nowhere to be found.
They don't exist anymore.
Yeah, they're actually genuinely not here. Where are they? Yeah, wait, why is their character just straight up not here? Oh well. Anyways, deuces. Fun VOD. I'm
Deuces.
uploading this. How do I stop
I
recording? Oh
enjoy
yeah,
getting yelled at
noise.
for 2 hours.
There's some things I just don't need to know, Oscar. Okay.